What?
Nothing. You just looked like you were lost in thought there. Do you have any ideas about what's going on?
From what I know about Irminsul, the system doesn't break down that easily. I don't have the faintest idea who could have done this. Actually, one name did cross my mind. But... he's already dead.
So, can I assume that this period of time away won't count as part of the rental period? Maybe we should deduct it from next month's payment.
Sure.
Great! Wait, why are you suddenly being so reasonable? What's the catch?
I'm always reasonable with rental payments. Like the time I refused to let you use that wine you brought home as collateral.
That was a perfectly fair request, and you know it! Everyone runs low on funds now and then, don't they? And that bottle of wine wasn't cheap. You ought to be thanking me. Anyway, Sumeru City should be empty by now, right? With no one at home, I've been worried about security.
I'm worried about burglars. What would they steal? That new scroll you bought?
Ah! I'd almost forgotten about that. Oh, I only went and hung it up in the most conspicuous spot in the house. If anyone breaks in, it'll be the first thing they see.
Well, no one but you gave it a second look while it was on display in the shop. I doubt anyone would go out of their way to steal it.
You say that, but what if there's a thief out there who shares my aesthetic tastes?
Then you can only hope he shares your taste in expensive wine as well. Always worth having some collateral.
You!
How is the Dendro Archon?
Her breathing is steady. I prepared some therapeutic incense for her, but it hasn't had much effect. Her vitals are still very weak. Based on the information you've provided, I have a working hypothesis. Her condition is partly due to Irminsul's influence, and partly due to a physiological imbalance caused by the rapid depletion of her power. Elemental energy usually flows through the body at a relatively constant rate. The body grows accustomed to this rhythm, so when it's thrown out of balance, physical symptoms will appear.
Is this similar to the ley lines? Overloading and withering both directly affect their vitality, potentially causing irreversible damage.
Correct. From a biological perspective, if you overexert yourself, you pay the price with your life. The Dendro Archon is not only drained of power, but her life force is at a critically low level.
Is there any way to restore her health? I know the ley lines have strong self-healing abilities. As long as any blockages or pollutions are dealt with, they can quickly regain their vitality. But what about people? Well, gods. What's their capacity for self-healing?
Before we think about that, there's a bigger predicament to resolve. Restoring the Dendro Archon's power requires us to heal Irminsul first. But that will be extremely difficult without the Dendro Archon's power.
Paimon's already getting lost here.
Master Tighnari and Sino look so serious. I've not heard Master speak in this tone for a long time.
Tighnari.
Master Nephis, sages.
Tighnari, haven't seen you in ages. Have you gotten taller? Or did your ears get longer?
Hopefully the former, Uncle Baladuri.
Sino, where's Professor Cyrus? I thought he'd be with you.
He went out into the wild to investigate the situation. He said that the Irminsul anomaly will likely start to affect the real world soon.
He shouldn't be trotting around alone at his age. Which way did he go? I'll look for him later.
Would someone mind introducing us?
Ah, yes, of course. Allow me to do the honors. I'm sure we're all familiar with the Traveler and Paimon. They're the heroes who helped foil Azar's conspiracy and save Sumeru. These gentlemen and I are the 6 current sages of the Academia. Balduri and I are part of the Old Guard, while the other 4 took office after Azar and his clique fell from power. We have Sage Alkindi of the Spantamad Darshan, Sage Farnas of Kasharawar, Rataoist Sage Shakir, and finally Harabatot Sage Rusht.
Nice to meet you all.
I've heard much about you. Delighted to finally meet you in person.
You're younger than I imagined for someone with the power to stand up to fate itself. Thank you for lending your aid to Sumeru once more.
Once we're on the other side of this, could we get a photo together? My daughter has a friend named Isak. He's always talking about you two.
Of course! No true hero would deny a child their wish.
Back to business. So with the Dendro Archon currently in a coma, the people have taken temporary refuge at Caravan Rebot, but they cannot stay here forever. We need to come up with a plan as soon as possible. Fernas, any thoughts?
Well, firstly, having reviewed the data, I'm inclined to agree with your assessment. This doesn't look like an attack on Irminsul from the outside. Rather, it resembles a malfunctioning machine. Calculations going haywire and sparks flying. That being said, before we consider how to fix it, we need to understand precisely what has gone wrong. Furthermore, we somehow need to ascertain this without relying on the Dendro Archon's power.
We have no direct access to Irminsul. However, we might be able to gather the information we need from the ley lines. Study the branches to learn about the trunk, in other words. Wait, is that what Cyrus is up to? No wonder he ran off to research in the wild. Curse, always one step ahead of me, isn't he?
I heard that while in the sanctuary of Surasthana, the Dendro Archon had to serve as the central information hub herself. This is a clear sign the situation within Irminsul might be far worse than we can imagine. Irminsul is vital not just to the safety of Sumeru, but to all of Teyvat. We must be the ones to bear responsibility for this world. To be on the safe side, I think we need to consider some backup plans.
Are you saying we should consider a scenario in which Irminsul is completely destroyed?
I'm merely pointing out that the possibility exists.
You have a valid point. But until worst comes to worst, I believe we should focus our efforts on resolving the Irminsul anomaly and helping it recover.
Kale, I understand that you were the first to foresee this crisis. If it's all right, I'd like to talk with you about it in more detail.
Of course, but even I don't know how I came to have that dream.
If there are no signs of external damage, could it be a stress fracture? Metals tend to suffer from this issue with long-term use, and Irminsul has existed for centuries, after all.
It's possible, but surely a stress fracture would be more likely to cause a complete shutdown rather than chaos.
Sages, General Mahamatra, sorry to interrupt, but something has come up.
What happened?
Some citizens didn't believe that Sumeru City was really in any danger. They slipped away and hid during the relocation, intending to return home.
How many people are we talking?
About a dozen. Sakura found them while on patrol, but they appeared to be suffering from psychosis. For whatever reason, they were trying to kill each other. By the time we arrived, there were only 2 survivors. One was unconscious from their injuries. The other tried to attack us, but was subdued.
Where did this happen?
Near Yasna Monument.
That's not far from Caravan Rebot.
Master,
I know. The Irminsul anomaly is beginning to have effects in the world. I didn't expect it to spread to Yasna Monument so soon. It almost feels like we're being chased relentlessly, with no time to catch our breath.
Sir Cyrus said the same thing. He sent me back to report in, while he continues investigating.
I'll go join him.
Count me in too. Don't let my age fool you, I can still fend for myself.
Very well. Meanwhile, the rest of us will continue discussing our next steps.
Get back soon.
Take care of yourselves. It's getting dangerous out there.
Thank you for everything, Tainari.
Don't worry about me. I'm fine. But if you don't mind me saying so, Master, you're looking a little nervous yourself.
I only just got appointed as Grand Sage, and now this happens. It's quite overwhelming. Looking back now, I don't think I handled the situation with Azar very well at all. Yes, I protested, but I went about it the wrong way. Instead of helping, I just ended up getting locked away. Now that I'm the Grand Sage, I have to be responsible for everyone's lives, including the dozen or so who fled to Yasna Monument. I can't help but blame myself for their deaths.
It's only natural that you want to do the best job you can, but Master, we both know perfection is impossible.
You're right. We may well be heading into the desert before long. Feeling up to it?
We left in such a hurry that I didn't bring any sun lotion, but I'm sure I can make some from local ingredients here. That was a big part of my graduation thesis, after all. Still remember?
Of course, like it was yesterday. I remember asking you if you'd like to stay and teach, but you turned me down without a moment's consideration. Anyone else would fight tooth and nail for the chance to research by my side, but you couldn't get out the door fast enough. Weren't you afraid I'd hold up your thesis and stop you from graduating?
If you'd pulled a move like that, I would have reported you to the Matra right away.
You wouldn't give me a second chance? What about the bond between mentor and student?
No, Master. I would not sit by and watch you go astray.
Very good. Then I taught you well.
Don't be nervous, Kale. I just wanted to ask, have you ever had similar dreams to this one before?
Similar how?
Dreams so vivid, they seem real. Filled with strange or dangerous things that you cannot explain.
Let me think. There was one time, I don't remember it very clearly, but I saw fire.
Fire?
Yeah. I wish I could give you more details, but all I remember is fire everywhere. From the sky to the ground, everything was burning. The heat was unbearable, and ashes were blowing in the wind.
I doubt this dream was a mere coincidence. Perhaps it was some kind of prophecy? And yet, you've never studied astrology. I'm at a loss to explain it.
Please, don't go any further. As you get closer to Sumeru City, there's no knowing what dangers you might encounter.
So this is our mentally disturbed man?
I'm going to gut you all!
Cyrus, you didn't even bring a single guard? Do you think you're some sort of warrior?
It's fine. Come here and look at this.
Oh, it's...
That's right. Flowers that bloom from openings in the ley lines, indicating some sort of anomaly.
I don't believe I've ever seen a color like this before.
Did you discover it nearby?
Not just here. Way over there, too. They're everywhere. There's even more in that direction.
How did you ascertain the situation further ahead? Didn't you just say that we can't go beyond this point?
Yes. This area is relatively safe so far, but if you continue forward, delusions will start afflicting your mind. However, some vision-bearing mercenaries were able to maintain their sanity a little better. They're the ones who brought back news from further afield.
Sino, do you remember the class I taught on dissecting ley line blossoms?
I do, Professor. I received full marks in that course.
Good. After all these years, it's time to put that knowledge into practice. There must be anomalous information hidden within these blossoms. Alkindi, I'll need your help as well. Been a while since we worked on a project together, hasn't it?
Sure has. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get to work.
Anything we can do to help?
Will you need my help?
All right, well, don't go too far. There's too many unknowns at this stage.
Let's regroup at Caravan Rebot later. Don't worry if you don't show up. I'll come and find you.
That should be the heart of Oasis. All we need to do is light it with the fire seed, and it'll restore a pep with elemental power. The damage it suffered internally will also slowly begin to heal. What is it? You thought of something? Really? Then let's get back and tell the others!
Whew. Glad to see you've returned safe and sound.
Any longer and we would have gone out looking for you.
Well, this is a nice surprise. Paimon sure feels better with everyone we know here.
We've made some progress, so let's start by giving you and Paimon a quick update.
By dissecting the ley line's blossoms, we've been able to deduce that although Irminsul is experiencing an anomaly, it has not completely rejected access from the outside. The Dendro Archon has the power to connect to Irminsul, but there's also another way. I assume you recall the devices everyone was wearing when you first arrived in Sumeru?
Devices? Oh, wait. You mean...
The Akasha terminals?
That's right.
Of course! It's been so long, Paimon almost forgot all about the Akasha. Wasn't it shut down, though?
Yes, but although the system isn't currently operational, the technological infrastructure is all still there. And it turns out that a certain someone gets so bored at work that he's actually read through every single one of the instruction manuals.
No prizes for guessing who that was.
If praising others is that embarrassing for you, you can simply spare yourself the ordeal.
As much as it pains me to say anything nice about him, there's no denying his intelligence. He rarely forgets anything he's read. The Akasha is exactly what Sumeru needs at this moment. Between us, we should have all the knowledge and expertise we need to get it up and running again.
But if I recall correctly, doesn't the Akasha need a Gnosis to function?
That's exactly right. The Akasha relies on the Gnosis as a power source, and in its absence, we'll need to find an alternative. To tackle this problem, it looks like we'll be relocating once again.
Mainly to the Temple of Silence. Ring any bells? It's the only major institution in Sumeru dedicated to preserving the knowledge of King Deshret's civilization. You might find the answers you're looking for hiding there.
I agree. There's a good chance.
Master Nephis and the other sages have discussed it. As the chaos from Irminsul continues to spread, Caravan Rebot won't be a safe haven for much longer. We have to move into the desert next. The scholars and sages will head to the Temple of Silence, while the civilian population seeks refuge in Aru village.
The Eremites will keep everyone safe during the journey, and Candace will be there to receive us at the village.
This leaves us just one thing to worry about.
That Dendro Archon.
She's very weak. We can't afford to wait until Irminsul is fixed. There has to be another way to help her.
Huh. Wow. Luckily, the Traveler had a eureka moment while we were out investigating.
Really?
Wow, nice one, Traveler. Let's hear it.
What say our Amorta experts?
Theoretically, it's feasible. From what you're saying, although elemental life and elemental energy have their differences, the Dendro Archon has explicitly stated that she can imitate the power of the former. In which case, as long as Apep is willing, she should be able to convert her own power into a form that the Archon can use.
It wouldn't be difficult for her at all. The only problem is convincing her to help.
Yeah! Even though she wasn't exactly friendly the last time we met, she didn't refuse to talk with us. When she realizes the danger that Nahida is in, surely she won't turn a blind eye to it. Well, hopefully not.
Either way, we're not exactly spoiled for choice here.
Hey, it's better than having no options at all.
I agree. Without Irminsul's aid, the legendary Dendro Dragon Apep may well be the only living thing in Sumeru who can help our Archon recover her power. There's no time to lose. I'll bring this proposal to Master right away. If he and the other sages agree, we'll split into 3 teams. The academics will go to the Temple of Silence to look for a solution to the Akasha problem. The Eremites will escort the civilians safely to Aru village, and the Traveler and Paimon will take the Dendro Archon to see Apep.
There's still a long road ahead, and no knowing if we'll make it. But at least we have a direction now. I'll take it over floundering around in confusion.
If there are no objections, then let's proceed. But before we adjourn, I would like to leave you all with some parting words. No matter the distance between us, there will always be an invisible force tying us together. May the bonds forged in the past shine bright like stars and open a new path before our feet.
Huh. Is that from King of Invocations?
No. This one's from King of Invocations, the sequel.
What's the difference?
The sequel's much cooler.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, it was very apropos. Once this is all over, I'll give everyone a copy of King of Invocations and the sequel to show my gratitude. Come on, let's get moving.